Welcome to Accordion's Model Minute series, where we bring you quick hands-on demos that highlight the Anaplan capabilities you can unlock and the real value they can deliver. Hi, my name is John Woodall here at Accordion. I've been working with the Anaplan platform for over 10 years, and today we're going to spend a few minutes looking at Accordion's SaaS sales forecasting app. We'll look at 4 common challenges a finance manager might face in their day-to-day operations and how Anaplan can help solve those challenges. More specifically, we'll look at getting data in from common sources like Salesforce using Anaplan's data orchestrator. We'll look at what if I have a revenue target to meet, what levers can I pull to meet that target. We'll look at what if I get last minute requests for pricing updates or using different trending methods, how I can quickly build up my revenue forecasts. And lastly, getting reports out to management or key stakeholders in the form of PowerPoint or PDF. So starting out, we'll take a look here at Anaplan's data orchestrator. You can see I'm already connected to Salesforce. If I wanted to create a new connection, you can see some commonly used tools where there's already some pre-built connections. So you can see Snowflake, Salesforce, Google BigQuery. All you need is the credentials and the access, and then the name of the object or table that you're pulling from. Once I've established that connection, I can then pull in these different tables. You can see all of the fields that are available. When I pull that into the Anaplan Sales Forecasting app, I may not need all of those fields, so we can just pull the fields we need onto the pages. So customer, product, start date, end date, amount. So these are my existing contracts. I also pulled in my pipeline of opportunities from another Salesforce table. So we can see all of that data is now in Anaplan. Now I want to go ahead and plan out my revenue forecast. So I'm going to go to my revenue planning pipeline based. So you can see here we're starting with the top-down revenue target based on prior year revenue. We have a worst case, base case, best case. I can switch between different versions or different years. So if I go to FY26, I can see I'm meeting my revenue targets for worst case or base case. However, for best case, I can see there's a gap to meeting my top-down revenue target. So I can pull some levers on my new revenue, my new opportunities, or the existing revenue. In this case, based on market conditions or a new product I know that's going to be released, let's say best case, we think we're going to win 75% of those new opportunities. So I can adjust that for the best case scenario, and you can see that helps me meet my revenue target. Similarly, for existing revenue, you can see we're bringing in our contracts. We're breaking it into recurring versus non-recurring. I can look at specific customer contracts and highlight when they'll be renewed. And so on the existing contracts, I have different assumptions or drivers I can make for those renewal dates. So if I go to my contract assumptions, you see we have price increase, upsell, downsell, churn rates. So these are pretty high level drivers. Let's say for churn rate or retention, I actually want to look at the history and see what my actual retention rates have been historically. I'm going to jump over to this retention rate page, and I'll switch to FY25, and I can see here my gross retention for the past 3 months, 6 months, 12 months. Typically for planning, you'll look at 6 months or 12 months, but 3 months can be a good indicator of how retention is trending. So this could be my high-level setting of churn rates upon renewals. I can also get even more granular if I want to set retention rates by, let's say, by product. So if I go over to my contract project assumptions, I have my different product types: standard, gold, platinum, enterprise. I have my default retention rate based on 6 months. I could also override for a given product type, and let's say we'll set gold for 3 months where we have higher retention. I can also override and use a price increase. Let's say we are assuming, since retention is good, that we're going to increase the price by 10%. So those are a few levers I can pull for my pipeline-based revenue. Let's say part of my revenue is also usage-based. So to calculate usage-based revenue, we are taking price times quantity. And in this case, I have 3 different pricing scenarios for my different products. And the quantity is going to depend on which product I'm looking at. So the quantity or the usage may be measured in GBs, CPUs, tokens, or by active users. So if I scroll down to my usage revenue forecast, I can quickly update my revenue by adjusting either the price or the quantity or the usage. I may want to switch out the pricing scenario. Say new price book is going to be approved. I can switch from base case to best case. I can also switch how we are forecasting the usage. So right now I'm taking the last 6 months trailing average. I may also want to switch that to 3-month trailing, 12-month trailing, or you can leverage Anaplan Forecaster, which is Anaplan's AI machine learning tool, which uses a number of machine learning algorithms to help build a forecast. So I'll switch to using Deep AR. And once I switch that, that's going to update my usage trends. So I've quickly rebuilt my revenue forecast, updating pricing scenarios and our trend scenarios. Once I've made those updates to my revenue forecasts, the key stakeholders and management team are really wanting to focus on ARR reporting. So I can jump over to my ARR forecast projections. I can see actualized through September. I'm looking at one product here. I can go to all products and I can switch to FY26. Actually, I'll go back to FY25 here. And if I scroll down, we can also look at that in chart format of how we're building up our ARR forecast. So based on this time range, we have net new logos, upsell, cross-sell, price increase, churn, and downsell. So I can look at any specific range here to see how ARR is changing over time. I can see that broken down by customer and then also by geo as well. We may also want to show the exec team some high-level KPIs. So if I switch over to the changes in logos and products by customer, I can look at a high-level view of new logo count, upsell, price increase, churn, and downsell. Once I feel comfortable with my analysis, I need to get out a report to the stakeholders. So if I switch over to my ARR board report, I'm able to see the ARR snowball more in PowerPoint, PDF format. I can export that and send that to the management team. So that's a quick summary of our sales forecasting app. Stay tuned for the next Model Minutes and feel free to reach out if you have any questions. Thank you. To recap, we solved 4 common challenges a finance manager might face. We easily pulled data in using predefined connectors in Anaplan's data orchestrator tool. We updated scenario drivers for churn and upsell based on historical product analysis to help us meet our revenue target. We quickly updated our forecast method using a machine learning algorithm from Anaplan's Forecaster tool. Lastly, we automatically updated our PowerPoint or PDF formatted reports to send to key stakeholders.